I never should have gone to Black Hollow. I tell myself that every night as I lie awake, staring at the ceiling, waiting for sleep that never comes. It doesn't matter where I go, how far I run. The shadows in my room still stretch too long. The air still feels too heavy, and sometimes I hear it whispering. It all started with a simple assignment. I was a documentary filmmaker, traveling through small, forgotten towns to capture their local folklore and traditions. It was supposed to be a simple piece, one of those hidden gems of America stories. That's how I found Black Hollow. A town so small it barely existed on maps, tucked away deep in the Appalachian Mountains. A place frozen in time, where the roads were cracked, the streetlights flickered, and the people, the people, smiled a little too easily. They were warm, welcoming, almost desperate to have me there. You came at the perfect time, an old woman at the inn told me, her thin fingers pressing against my wrist. The Harvest Moon Festival is tomorrow night. You should stay. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. She wasn't lying. The next day, the town came alive with celebration. The festival was unlike anything I had seen. Wooden stalls lined the streets, filled with fresh bread, roasted meat, and cider so strong it burned going down. Lanterns swung from every doorway, casting golden light against the ancient buildings. Yet, something about it felt wrong. There were no children that I hadn't noticed at first, but as I wandered through the festival, I realized there were only adults. No laughter, no small hands tugging at their parents, no high-pitched voices begging for sweets. Just adults, all watching me. And then there were the strangers. A handful of them, like me, out-of-towners who had stumbled upon the festival by accident. I spoke to one, a backpacker named Daniel. He had been hitchhiking through the state when he found Black Hollow. I was going to leave this morning, he told me, lowering his voice. But something's off, man. My phone's dead. My car won't start. Every road out just loops back to town. Have you tried leaving? I hadn't. But after that conversation, I wanted to. That night, I went back to my room at the inn and locked the door. I didn't trust the town's kindness anymore. At midnight, I woke up to the sound of chanting. I crept to my window and peered outside. The townspeople were gathering in the square, dressed in long, dark robes. A massive bonfire crackled in the center, casting flickering shadows across their faces. Daniel was there. 2.2 men held him by the arms, dragging him toward the fire. He was screaming. I bolted for the door, but as soon as my hand touched the knob, a voice spoke behind me. You were chosen, you know. I spun around. The old woman from the inn stood in the corner of my room, her face illuminated by candlelight. Her smile was too wide. They picked him instead, she sighed. But don't worry. If he doesn't work, it will be you. Then she blew out the candle. Darkness swallowed me whole. I don't remember running. I don't remember bursting through the door, shoving past the people in the inn, or sprinting down the empty streets. All I remember is the sound. Daniel's scream stopped, and something else began to speak. The air turned thick, suffocating as a deep, guttural voice rippled through the town. It was ancient, layered, as if 100 voices spoke in unison. The ground trembled beneath my feet. I knew. I couldn't let it see me. I ran past the bonfire, past the robed figures, past the houses with their glowing lanterns. I ran until my legs burned, until my lungs felt like they would burst, until the road stopped looping and the mountain swallowed me whole. I didn't stop until I reached the next town, miles away, but it didn't matter. The festival ended. The town went quiet, but I didn't escape. It's been months since Black Hollow. I don't talk about it. I don't tell people what I saw, because every time I try, the words die in my throat, and the signs are everywhere. My reflection lingers half a second too long in the mirror. Strangers on the street whisper my name when I pass. Sometimes, in the dead of night, I hear a voice under my bed. It says I was chosen. Daniel wasn't enough, and the harvest moon is coming again. The Harvest Moon Festival is over, but the whispers still follow me. If you think this story is terrifying, just imagine, what if it happened to you? Subscribe for more horror stories that stay with you long after the video ends. Comment below, do you believe in haunted towns and dark traditions? What would you do if you found yourself trapped in a place like Black Hollow?